The question today is, where are the extraterrestrials? A lot of people say, I don't believe we're alone in the universe. And then they leave it at that because where are the extraterrestrials? Now, if you think about what our official human history is, it was around 1900 that the first gasoline powered motor cars arrived. And, the telephone, all around, plus or minus like 20 years from 1900. So, over 100 years later, are we what we would consider to be an advanced culture? If you said yes, you're wrong. We're very primitive. It may be that, certain branches of the secret military have got cool stuff. But, I mean, are these people that are operating military things, in order to kill other people? Is that what you would consider an advanced culture? Well, this is where we're at. The reason why we don't really see anything about extraterrestrials on our planet is because we are too primitive for them to bother with, question mark. Stewie's head kind of looks like a UFO. What other reasons? The reasons that are often given by people who have met extraterrestrials is that our vibration is too low. What does that mean? Well, I keep talking about the scale of human consciousness. And, if we as a collective on planet Earth, all the 7 billion humans together, we calibrate at 206. Is that a good number? Well, it's not negativity, which it was before 1987, but is it, well, the whole point of it is if there are advanced civilizations that are, hundreds or thousands or whatever years in advancement of where we're at to the point where they can fly from star to star on a spaceship or on a transporter beam, because that's what they used in Star Trek, the 1967 series. Those are the ways they traveled, and for someone to do that, I don't know. I think the reason why we don't see extraterrestrials is because our calibration level is too low. And what some people say is for an extraterrestrial who is advanced and is higher on the scale of consciousness than us, it's not easy for them to lower their vibration enough for us to be able to connect with them. Why? Because if you have a very high vibration from some very clean civilization somewhere else, and you come to Earth, you lower your vibration, what happens? Well, Earth is full of horrible things. It's just difficult to put them into terms. But if you're a high vibrational being and you lower yourself into Earth, you attract negative things. Why? Because it's just what people say. Okay, so if it's true, then that's probably why we don't see them. Because if they lower the vibrations, they're going to get sick. Because they're going to attract horrible things from the collective of Earth. And then what? Well, and then I don't know what, but that's what the people say. It's basically they don't want to pick up all of our garbage because they have such bright light. Bright light attracts all the bugs. And that's the same way for advanced beings. If they come into our, let's go with Earth consciousness. They come into Earth consciousness, they're going to have such a high vibration, they're going to drag up all the garbage. So if we're able to stay in Earth and not get sick, what does it mean? It means that we're not very bright. Here's a hint. In the Bible, somewhere Jesus said, don't hide your lamp under a bucket. But why would he say that? Because we're hiding our lights under a bucket, and he wants us not to. Why is it? It's just what I told you. If you show your light, your inner light, you attract bugs. Why does Jesus want us to do it anyway? Because if we all shine our light, we'll overpower the bugs. So what about me? Well, you're going to have to do it individually anyways, unless you're going to get into a group and, you're going to meditate all at the same time. What is shining your light? Raising your vibration. It's meditation primarily. What about all the... No, there's so many other things that are pretty much irrelevant. You have to get inner silence. How do you get inner silence? You have to just keep meditating. It doesn't get quiet. I've tried you got to do it over and over again. Regardless of whether your mind gets quiet or not, you keep doing it every day. It's a practice. Sooner or later, you'll see results. It's just like riding a bike. Maybe it takes longer than learning to ride a bike or learning any new skill. It's a learning curve. It's the same with meditation. But this is essentially increasing your vibration. And, some people, they don't just meditate, for 15 minutes in the morning. They basically spend all day going from meditation kind of state to a state where they can talk with other people. Why? Because it makes them more comfortable. Why? Because the planet's consciousness is 206, which is very low. I mean, it's not negativity under 200, but it's very low. So it's, it's like you walk into a room and people have been fighting. You can tell. The energy feels weird. You're like, something's not good here. So what do? Well, you exit the room and you go someplace quiet, maybe the bathroom, and you just, stand there and just quietly quieten yourself. Some people call it grounding. But, you go alone for a minute, breathe, relax. It's like, if a duck gets into a fight with another duck, squawk, 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 squawk. And then what they do when they're finished their fight is they go off in different directions and they flick their wings. You ever seen them flick their wings? They flick their wings, and that is a way of getting rid of the negative energy. They always do that. So if you're a smart human, if you're in kind of a negative situation with other people, exit the room and flap your wings. Maybe that works. Try it. Just flap your wings. Do some, what do you call those, jumping jacks or something. But, what I normally do is I just go quiet. Breathe. Wait for this icky feeling to go away. So if you're an extraterrestrial, that's pretty much why I think that we don't see them in the physical. But they say if you want to see extraterrestrials, raise your vibration to meet them, because they're at a higher vibration. So if you raise your vibration, you're more likely to see them if they want to be seen. I can't tell you anything else because I've seen some things that I could think are extraterrestrial in nature. I've even seen some odd people. They're human, but just an unusual vibe, not negative vibe, not negative at all, just unusual. It's like you'll never forget you met that person. You'll never forget it. These other people, they come and go, people come and go. But these kind of people, it's like they stick in your memory. It's like you think of like, what a really people have I met, and sometimes it's these people, and I go, you know, they look human to me, but they have an energy unlike other humans. So, I've had some of them talk about extraterrestrials to me, which makes me think something is up. They never said, well, I'm a Pleiadian pumpkin seed from Arcturus or some other star. No, they never say that, but they talked about extraterrestrial things. And it wasn't like I went to a meeting of like people interested in UFOs. No, no. This one person I'm thinking of, I met them at an employment office. And they were quite young, about 22. About 22. And one of them had really weird eyes. Have you seen these people that get these contact lenses that they put in? They give them special colored eyes. This person had these special colored eyes, unusual eyes, where I thought they were contact lenses. But this was just another one of these off-ball people. But it wasn't an icky energy with them. It was an interesting energy, very unusual. So, are there extraterrestrials walking around pretending to be humans? Yes, I think there are. They're pretending to blend in until they meet someone like me who's, unusual. And, anyway, I didn't see them go out into the parking lot and get into a spaceship. Raise your vibration. Maybe you'll meet some interesting people, and you can ask them, are you a Nordic alien? Or, do you have... I want to go for a tour of your spaceship or something. Good luck. That's how to do it. Meditate, meditate, meditate. Get your vibration up so you can meet the extraterrestrials who are way more advanced than us. And their, calibrated level of consciousness is going to be way higher.